And the other bit about my life before I got here, to this stage, you know, to this part of my life, and I used to be a folk singer, but I was dreadful. I had a voice like a goose farting in the fog. And it doesn't make you attractive to women at all. Funny enough, I was talking to Robbie Coltrane about this a wee while ago. We did a programme recently, me and Mr. Coltrane, and we were talking about the way real people, you know what I was talking about, all that, and the way real people, so I used to go to parties, big man, shut up. See, now I loved that. I used to go to parties and listen to these men singing for years. I didn't know it was English. I thought it was some weird Scottish language. I went round the music shops of Glasgow trying to find the words. See, well, how does it go? Well, it's it goes head of hall. Heady sheedy ball. No, I don't know that one. And they weren't like London kind of showbiz parties. You get a huge carry-out first, you get a dozen beers and a half bottle of whiskey. Right. So you better get some Bacardi. There might be women there. Oh, OK. And then with this carry-out bag, you've seen these carry-out bags. I know they're sort of... Well, I don't know if they've got them in England now. They certainly didn't. They used to have them. It's a carrier bag with a brewery on the side there. And off you go, looking for a party. Now I mean, you haven't been invited anywhere. You don't get invited. They sort of happen. So you get the bag and then you go along these tenement streets listening. And then from a window you hear, Harry Paul. Harry Paul. I'll do the big man. Easy, up we go. And then when you get there, if this ever happens to you, just tell them Jimmy said it was okay. There's a Jimmy in the room. I met a guy down the boozer there. Jimmy says just to come right up. What do you look like? Oh, he was a bit pissed, you know. That'll be him. The guy. There's somebody upside down behind the telly. That's the man, it's the very man. Sit down, son. Give us a song. Harry Ho. And there's another thing about Scotsmen. They always sing about being far away from Scotland when they're still there. Though I'm far across the sea. No, you're not. You shut your face. It's the only song your father knows right through. Be quiet. I'm very far away. And of course, everybody likes to sing. And sometimes they spin a bottle. And when it points at you, it's your turn, and you have to do a thing, you know. And if you only know the one song, well, somebody might sing it before you. And that's you have to leave, go home. That's it, I'm off. So, yeah, it's happened to me. I used to be the wild side of life. Oh, the wild side of life. And it's the way I yelled, and went back to the way who said life. What's the one? Do you know what a who is? A he. That's what the old rugged cross stands on. He far away on a hill. And the priest used the priest used to come round visiting the houses, you know, to see how everybody was doing. And they were always wee lonely men. They always looked cold, priests. They were never clean, you know. Cold-looking men. They'd come creeping about and say, here's a priest coming. Put that television off. Right, get to your rooms. Come on, hurry up, get to your damn rooms. The priest's coming up the bloody stairs. Get to your damn rooms. And now, see, priests think the world is full of broken televisions. Everywhere they go, it's not working. See, a guy once told me the Queen thinks the world smells like paint because 10 feet in front of her, there's always a guy giving. And as I say, I lived in the tenements there, and there was a warmth about the whole thing. I've always seen tenements as kind of vertical villages. People say, oh, the deprivation! Oh, my... Nonsense. When you're a wee boy, it's not like that. You know, it felt great. You know, there's all these nice neighbours, and they had big wooden toilet seats then. You know, luxuries. You know, you didn't lose the power of your legs reading the Sunday paper. Yeah. You know, maybe it's my age. I can't walk halfway through the... Needles can't get out the damn thing. It's a phone for you. Oh, my God. The only other time I ever felt like that, I had a drink in America called a zombie. Have you ever drank zombies? It's a kind of muddy coloured. I would advise you to do it. It's an extraordinary concept. You get drunk from the bottom up. They're perfectly lucid. Talking away, oh yeah, I've been there. Yeah. Have you got the time? That was that British time. You've been very, terrific, jet set in Urbane. Until you need to go to the toilet. Your legs are pissed. Excuse me, I'll just go to the toilet. And you can't get up, you see? Come on. Chick Murray once told me he fell in the street and a woman said to him, did you fall? He said, no, I'm trying to break a bar of chocolate in my back pocket. When the priest come to the house, mother says, and see, in the tenements, you'd a bit, you know, a bit poorish. In the winter, you'd throw coats on the bed for the kids. Yeah, a bit of coat there, keep you warm. Oh, God. The very thought. But it was actually brilliant, because you could wear them in the dark and go about playing things. Right, you wear the fur coat and I'll wear this big... And the priest's in having the corned beef sandwiches and the custard creams. Have another crumpet, Father. That's what they're there for. Come on, get it down. Thank you very much, Mrs. Connolly. There's bedlam in the room, but... Will you be quiet? We try to be quiet in there. Can hardly hear myself thinking here. I'm trying to talk to Father Flanagan here. The noise is deafening you. It's him, Mummy! It's him again! He's taken more than his fair share of the coat! What are you talking about, coat? There's no coat in there! I don't know, it's a fertile imagination. The coats are all in the cloakroom. It's a room in kitchen. Bloody cloakroom. She thinks it's a dance hall she's in. The coats are in the cloakroom and, well, you know it. The mezzanine floor. Near the luncheonette. Next to the breakfast bar. It's an eiderdown. This stupid girl coat. I don't know where they get it. She must have thought it was one of them doovie jackets. Eiderdown! What are you saying, Father? What were you saying about... What were you saying about God there, Father? What was that? All right enough. Here, have a custard cream, that's fine. And you don't say. Bedlam, bedlam, bedlam. Will you stop that in there? I won't tell you. I won't tell you again. It's a He's shoving his legs through the sleeves of the item. See, I've always had trouble with communication. And it started at home. Nobody could ever talk to me. You say, Dad? You say, what? And everybody I knew was the same, all my friends. And the people couldn't communicate properly with them. They didn't talk about generation gaps, because it wasn't a problem. You just battered the children and said, that stupid person! And on it went. It was just... But they used to say strange things to you. Say, can I go out on my bike? What? Bike? I'll give you a bike! I've got a bike. Talk to me like that! And don't think that about me, boy. Can I go to the pictures? What? Pictures, is it? I'll pictures you, my lad. What does that mean? There's lots of things I don't know. I'll make you smile on the other side of your face. What are you going to do, slash me? There's one they use in Scotland. I'll take my hand off your face, my boy. It's the putting on at high speed I didn't fancy. No. I've started touching my willy. It's one of my more sort of disconcerting traits recently. Because I've been talking about people who touch theirs, and it has led me to touch mine. And there's a strange comfort to be had. You don't wiggle it about or anything. You check it like you check your change or credit cards or... I think maybe it's going to fall off as you get older, like your hair. Perhaps when you're older you lose your willy. Panic in your soul. Usually happens to men in their 30s. Happened to me and mine. We're lying in the bath, luxuriating, and you look down, and there's your first grey pubic hair. It's your starter for 10. And I thought, God, how awful. Nobody told me about that. Because you don't get, like, Grecian 2000 adverts with a guy... the guy walloping it down the front of the jeans.